So what game is this?
This would be Police 911, also known as Police 24/7, also known as the Kesaitsukan Shinjuku ni Ju Yontoki. That last one is a Japanese title, in case you couldn't gather as much.
That man is melting into the ground. Police versus, as opposed to what, like the American Mafia in Japan?
Well, that's the thing, though. There's actually different versions of this game, and they try to pretend it takes place in different countries. This game is Japanese, because Konami is a Japanese company. But for this European version, it takes place in America for, like, half the game.
So the Japanese Mafia are the enemies, even though in some games it takes place in America?
Yes! But not for the whole game, because at some point they just give up on trying to retexture stuff and make you go to Japan.
They're shooting out of the arcade machine at you, and you're a real
Here's
cop.
the thing. This is the gimmick of this game, is that they're in the arcades, which this game was originally released in, it had this sort of motion sensor gimmick where, you know, you dodged out of the way of bullets by crouching and stuff. And I fucking love this game. I don't usually talk about games I like, so excuse me if I'm a bit excited about this.
Wow, this is a cool gimmick.
This is the console version. We're playing this on a PS2 here, so it's dual analog, which sort of gives you the effect of being able to dodge and stuff. But, I mean, it's just not the same. And you can get a PlayStation Eye. That was the old webcam gimmick for the PS2, and that's,
Yeah.
you know, supposed to emulate that, but I don't have the luxury of that. So here I am playing with dual analog. But yeah, I mean, in the arcades, it's got this whole elaborate rig-up. And if you don't maintain that stuff, which my local arcade, the Dave & Buster's, which used to have this machine, never maintained that, so that machine just doesn't work anymore. You can't play the game the way it was intended, which is a bummer.
So you use the sticks to wiggle around instead of moving physically?
Left analog stick is basically like, you know, you're crouching, you know, peeking up, standing your tippy toes, I guess. Left, right, all those gimmicks. And the right analog stick would be your aim in this case.
I still can't get over the fact that in that intro the bullets were actually coming out of the screen.
Well, that's the danger of playing the arcade game, is that if you die in the game, you die for real. I mean, it's real bullets coming at you.
Well, that's why you gotta maintain your arcade systems. I mean, bullets just keep coming out of the screen, hitting everything in the background, ruining the DDR behind you.
It's a right mess, and I can see why Dave & Buster's, you know, just took that machine out. Because it was just too much of a hazard, it was too much of a risk.
They shot it to death. They took the machine out, old style. You got promoted in the middle of a gunfight.
There's just promotions left and right. I mean, this is how the police works. I don't know if you know how the police... I don't know if it works differently over there in the UK, but here, you get promoted every time you kill someone.
Yeah, over here, they have special guys hired that follow gunmen around and, like, hand out new badges as they kill people.
So it's a similar system.
Yeah.
It's a very similar system, then.
So, are those circles you can shoot the gun out of their hands?
No, they're just indicating who's, like, ready to shoot you. Those are just, like, target indicators, essentially.
Oh, I thought you could, like, disarm them or something cool like that.
No, every shot is just a shot. I think you get some extra points in the police evaluator at the end. If you go for justice shots or what have you go for the heart shots.
Yeah, Center Mass. I'm not a fan of gun games where you have to manually move the cursor. I really prefer actually shooting with a gun at the screen.
Oh, naturally, of course. But, I mean, that's just, like I said, luxury that I do not have here.
Yeah.
I think there is light gun support. There was that webcam support. This is probably my favorite mission. It's the shortest one, but, you know, it's just cool. It's just mixing things up, giving you something else to do.
Do you manually press a button to load each bullet?
No, you just duck out of the way and it loads each bullet one by one.
Oh,
so if you duck out early, you don't get your whole clip.
That's how real reloading works, if you have only one clip.
Yeah. You just keep filling the bullets in. It's not very efficient.
Oh my
It's not
God.
very efficient at all, but...
I just realised in the footage we saw of your cop, he's holding a revolver.
That's the thing. It's one of those fancy revolvers that has the option for you. You know, that's police technology at its finest.
There's also a clip.
There's a clip, there's the cylinder, so you got options there.
Oh my god, you can fire so many bullets out of this gun.
It's like a hybrid. It's like a hybrid car. It's a hybrid gun.
Oh god, they have games like this with a revolving chamber and they didn't bother. They just didn't care.
In Police 911 2, the sequel to this, you can actually pick your weapon from like a revolver, a Glock, and like a submachine gun, I think. This game, not so much. I mean, you just get the pistol.
You
so.
just have a pistol, but luckily you can take out the entire mafia with it.
We're a one-man SWAT team. Speaking of one man, you may have noticed that between every scene, there we go, I got 100 life bonus there because I'm just so good at this. Because I've memorized these levels at this point.
Does that mean you can get shot 100 times and not die?
The trick of that is that's not actually useful at all. You see that timer in the top left there, the one that's about to run out?
Yeah.
As soon as that runs out, we just keel over and die out of nowhere, I guess.
Oh, you die immediately when the time runs out, yeah.
Problem is, it takes away more than just one life. We'll see here in a second. So look at the bottom left, 109 lives. Continue? Well, yes, don't mind if I do. Oh, back down to 5.
Wow, so you can get shot 109 times, but we're out of time. Bye.
Yep. So essentially, they sort of tantalize you with that, they tempt you with that, try to fool you into playing slowly and methodically, but it doesn't actually do anything for you. You will never take advantage of all 100 of the lives that you earn.
Taking an extra second to take part in this gunfight is equivalent to getting shot 105 times.
More or less, as it turns out.
So you've got to speedrun this game. Take damage to save time.
That car plowed directly into us, I should mention.
Did you survive that?
Yeah, because
You arrested him.
it was on the screen, it was on the... I should mention what I'm doing here. When you finish the main campaign, they give you another story mode, which is just a Japanese version of the game, where everything is as it should be.
That's kind of cool.
And it also sort of rearranges the levels a bit. You get a different order for what order the bosses appear and what order the stages appear in. You also get all this text in Japanese that isn't translated. So good effort, guys.
That's really cool, actually. I'm currently studying to teach English in Japan and don't know any of the words in Japanese.
Promising, very promising.
I know that Daijibu means are you okay, or you are okay, or everything is fine. So in
So
some
you can
context,
sing the chorus to Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal.
Annie, are you okay? Annie Daijibu. Yeah, basically it. Yeah, that's it. That's kind of the one word you need in these gunfights, though. Ask if people are okay, say you're fine. That's the one word you need, really.
Essentially. So here's another one of these boss fights. The boss fights in this game are super cool.
Oh, sweet. You have to get not hit by cars.
And again, I didn't die there. I ducked out of the way just in time. I guess I hid underneath the car, the tires, were on either side of me. But anyway, that's the first boss in this version of the campaign.
So you shot all these people to death, but you arrested that one guy. He didn't deserve to die.
Well, he had information, I presume. He's higher up. He's more in the know, so I probably want to interrogate him versus these low-level thugs.
Oh, they should have an interrogation sequence where you use the gun to pistol whip them until they tell you where the next Daijibu is.
Let's save that for Police 911-3, which will probably never come out, because this came out in
trick.
2001.
Instead of interrogating people, just, go to where all the guys with guns shooting at you are.
And just take him out. Clearly we're capable of taking them out on our own, so...
Yeah, you have a magic gun that doesn't make any sense, so... I hope that comes up in the squeakquel. Oh, you've got me saying it now. God damn it.
This game is retroactively part of the Lethal Enforcers franchise.
That's cool.
Which is weird, because Police 911 1 and 2 came out, and they were just a standalone thing. Then Lethal Enforcers 3 comes out, and they announced that it was part of Police 911, which retroactively makes these games Lethal Enforcer games, which makes no sense. It's just weird branding coming into play.
So this game is canon, basically, is what you're saying?
Yeah, this game is canon.
Okay. This actually happened in Japan a couple of years back, and then again in America.
And almost exactly the same, except in a different order of events. But the same events, essentially.
The same people popped up and got shot. It was really weird for everyone involved. And at the center of it all is a magic gun.
Really,
my
Police 911 is the story of the magic gun.
I really do like the... Oh, you're dead. But I really like the feel of that sort of popping in and out of cover, moving around. That sort of... It looks good. Just the way you can sort of dodge around.
There are also bonus modes in this game. There are also some wacky bonus modes, including this one, where you don't shoot enemies, but you just dodge them for as long as possible.
They're dancing at you. Well, not at you, past you, and you have to get out of the way.
They're dancing around me.
This is the best Japanese disco I've ever gone to. What is happening?
So, this game is great. This game is really good. It's probably very hard to get your hands on this game, but if you somehow have access to a European or Japanese PS2 and a copy of this game, You should play it and get a light gun. Get the PlayStation Eye too. Just go all out with this. Go whole hog.
Oh, you've died in the disco.
But luckily for us, disco will never die.